Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's your buddy, the 14th Prime, and a lot of times in my videos, this y'all have seen this Devastator. A lot of people have asked me about it. I've done shorts on him. I've done video about it, like probably when I got it, but back then nobody watched me. So we're gonna do it again, just in case y'all were ever wondering. This is, to me, the greatest legend scale Devastator that you can get. Now here he is pictured with 86 Optimus, just so you know right off the jump how big he is. I tell you what it works with. Core class. Core class Optimus with this basically core class Devastator, it would be the way to go. Like if you make stop motions or whatever, and you don't want to deal with like NBK's giant heaviness or how big NBK Devastator is, or even, if you have the Combiner Wars one, because obviously you don't have the new one yet, not yet. Now, that's the one thing I didn't show was how he scales with Menasor and or like with the new combiners, and that's something I should probably go back, take a picture, and put it in here. Hopefully, I will. So, but anyway, we're going to start off with Mixmaster. Let's look at him, look at the size of him, see how he scales with Core Class Optimus. To me, it's kind of close. It's kind of close. So next we'll take off Scrapper. And side note, as a kid, I always got Scrapper, Scavenger, and Bone Crusher mixed up. Always. Not today, though. Today, so Scrapper being the right leg, he is also great. Now, with this guy, this is another thing I like is you really don't have too much. There's no real parts forming. You just have two fists and a gun. And there is a way, I believe, I remember in the instructions, there is a way to actually leave the hand, but it's just, might as well just take it off. You know what I mean? It's two little pieces. I have drawers full. So, but then we're going to take a look at, see, now I got myself confused again. Never mind, Scavenger. So we take Scavenger, really simple transformations. Nope, that was Bone Crusher. So really simple transformations, Hook, same way as you see. And I started off in the combine mode, and I will show you how to do it again at the end, how to put them all together. But I just wanted to show you the simplified transformations that yet they still nailed. Yeah, and they basically transform the exact same ways as for the most part, except for Hook, because Hook splits down the middle, and then the fronts of the truck wrap around to the sides where they both tap in. Okay, so then last, like I said, with Prime is kind of like 86 is too big, well, for this class, but obviously he's not for this class. So lastly, we look at Long Haul. And Long Haul is one of those that you have to fiddle with him a little bit. The only thing I didn't like about him is the way the bumper is on the back of him. But he's a pretty solid dump truck. No, it doesn't raise and go up and down. Well, it could, but it's not really that functional. It's more for like transformation. So now let's go ahead and get Long Haul in his robot mode. Very simple. Flip the arms out, flip the head up, flip the legs down, turn that head around. And there you go. He's pretty much done. Take that waist part of Devastator, get it behind him. There you come on. It's kind of hard to do this with. There you go. There we go. Now get those behind him. And I think that was my son's hand that just kind of reached in there. So, but you want to get that, snap it all together, and everything tabs in wonderfully on these guys. So there's him situated right there. Come on, stand up, one hand. Come on, there you go. All right. So then we take Scavenger, and the leg, just like all the rest of them, the legs flip out from the bottom, they spin right at the knee, and then the feet flip out, and arms pop out from the sides. There's a double hinge right there on that shoulder. And then you spin the chest around. Once I can get this arm out, there you go. Spin all that around, tuck all that up in the front, pop that head out. Once you get the arms situated, and you'll know, and yes, each one of these guys come with their own set of guns, which is also in another bag somewhere else. Oh, it's in my little weapons drawer. But yeah, they all come with a whole bunch of little purple guns. They do not combine to form one giant gun. Instead, they do give you a gun for each robot and a gun for Devastator. So upon these two done, now we take a look at Bone Crusher. Same transformation, except you don't have to swivel it at the chest. Same thing though, but pop the head out, pop the arms out, take the shovel, stick it in his chest right there, flip the legs down, rotate at the knee, pop the feet out, and there you go. You got him. And they look pretty solid. They're really solid. They're very close to being cartoon accurate, I would say way more than my giant NBK Devastator. Those guys are definitely stylized. You know who they are, you can tell who they are, but they're super duper stylized. Now, of all my favorites to transform would be Scrapper, because I like the fact that the front of his feet flip forward and then push all the way in and compress to form the actual feet. And then you click the waist in and that pops his head out at the top. And so again, you just get the shoulders all lined up, get the shoulders out, shoulder out. I'm starting to remember now when I was making this video, somebody's arm popped off of the ball joint. Hopefully I kept it in and I didn't edit it out so that you can see it for yourself. But if it hasn't happened yet, we've still got 2 robots left. So then same with Mixmaster, pull him down. And he has these little feet stabilizers that pop out from the front, and they flip all the way around to give him like toes, but he kind of like stands on them. And it works. Like the way that the robot mode is, it works. I like that. See, they're right there. So yeah, that's it. And then last we got Hook, and now you will see how to transform him. Just like all the rest of them, bring the shoulders down from the top of the head. The face is already ready. Flip the feet down, and then he's pretty much done. So from that part, you just separate the legs and stand him up. And there you go. Now you've got all 6 Constructicons. Now at this part, I also should have probably transformed Core Class Optimus back to where he was so that you could see for yourself how tall he is with them. But he's like a half an inch shorter than what these guys are. And this is all the kibble you have left. 2 hands and a gun. That's it. That's absolutely it. Now, again, I know in the very beginning I showed you what he looked like in his combined form, but now I'm going to show you what it's like to combine the Constructicons. All of them. Core class size, greatest thing ever. Also, this is on AliExpress right now, I think for $10. It was on Amazon for like $30 when I bought it. Well, I bought this like 6 years ago. If that's any indication of how well the paint and everything else lasts on these guys, if you need a core class size Devastator, I would suggest AliExpress first if you don't mind waiting 2 weeks, or Amazon, pay $30, get it overnight. But anyway, you see he does the classic Devastator transformation. So the left and right foot, which is Scrapper and Mixmaster, do go right there. And then you can take Long Haul, which becomes the thighs and the leg. And one pegs in, the other one closes around it. So then you take the legs, separate them, because in one of the videos that I didn't do this, and somebody in the comments almost had a heart attack. I hope he's doing okay, because I didn't separate the legs like that. Now, yeah, you can make him taller by not doing that step with the thigh, the purple parts that's right behind the crotch plate. You can leave them down, and it'll give him like an extra half an inch of height. Yeah, those right there. You'll get like an extra half an inch, maybe an inch, but then he stands really awkwardly. He does have an A stance, but he does also have ankle tilt. But it's only in Mixmaster. So now the fun part is taking Hook, and his crane becomes Devastator's chest, but you got to remember to take his head out first, meaning Devastator's head, or else this is not going to move. So once you take that side of the truck, left side of the truck and the right side of the truck, and bring them all the way around to their opposing sides, they tab in right there and right there. And this is where I remembered that I didn't take the Devastator head and pop it up. So what it was is that I actually had the arms in the wrong position. Those arms need to go under the bottom. So simple fix, you just open it up, spin it around at the elbow, spin around at the elbow, and they tab right in on the other side as they should. Now this still isn't correct, and I'm gonna show you the correct way in a second, because these two, even though it looks like it should line up that way, that's not how they line up. See that hole in that peg? Nope, they don't match. There's a peg in the front and there's a peg on the side. So you turn that arm sideways, sit it down on there. That should sit perfectly at the top. Once you got all of that pegged in, you can click the 2 halves of Long Haul's top, and they sit and hold Hook in 3 different places, actually 4. So then we just finish up with the arms. We're going to take him and put his arms in. Yes, Scavenger, take Scavenger, put him completely back in his robot mode, and you just want to extend the wrist where the hand will plug in at, and then take out the connection port. Now, a lot of people like their Devastator to have the bucket facing down, as it should. A lot of people like it facing up. On my other Devastator, actually, the bucket is facing up on him, but it looks cool. So anyway, then you want to take the final component, which would be Bone Crusher. And you fold him back up completely into his robot mode all the way. And then again, pull out that wrist from the bottom, peg the hand in. And then there's these two little grooves that just hook right in, right up. Nope. Okay, there you go. You take those and plug them in right there. Give them a good shake. Now, what I was referring to about long haul hooking into hook, I will spin this around so you can see it. But see, next to 86 Optimus, he's not that bad. You know what I mean? If you just wanted to have a Devastator on your shelf, like I said, for $10. But yeah, see those two halves? You hold those together, snap that down. And now, wait, get that arm back on there. Push it in. Again, like I said, this is 6 years old, and he's still great. I'm like, I love this thing. He's wonderful with core class. He looks great with like your cities, like him fighting Metroplex, or not fighting Metroplex, but attacking Metroplex in city mode. He looks great. He really does. But there you go. For everybody that has ever asked or ever wondered about my Legend Scale Devastator, you just saw it. It's your buddy, the 14th Prime.